Welcome to Mini AudioBooks. Today, we dive into Echoes of Strength, a journey through resilience, inner power, and lasting impact. If you're ready to feel inspired and empowered, you're in the right place. Before we begin, just a quick reminder, 94% of you watching are not subscribed yet. If you love this audiobook, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and share this video with others. It helps our channel grow, so we can bring you even more motivational content. Echoes of Strength by Mini AudioBooks. Introduction: The resonance of inner strength. Every single one of us carries a strength that often goes unseen, a force that lies quietly within, waiting for the right moment to emerge. This strength doesn't shout, it doesn't demand attention. Instead, it resonates in subtle ways, shaping who we are and touching the lives of those around us in ways we may never fully realize. Echoes of Strength is about uncovering that inner power, understanding how it moves through us, and recognizing how its ripple effect extends into the world. The title Echoes of Strength speaks to the impact that our quiet resilience can have, not only on our own lives, but on the people we encounter, the challenges we overcome, and the generations that follow. This is the strength that doesn't need validation or applause. It exists and grows within us, forged through the experiences that have tested us, the relationships that have shaped us, and the moments when we decided to stand back up after a fall. This book invites you on a journey to explore the profound beauty and power of that inner strength. We'll look at resilience not as an abstract concept, but as something alive and dynamic, a force that responds to our every action and decision. Together, we'll explore the origins of this strength, how it builds through silence, perseverance, vulnerability, and connection, and ultimately, how it leaves an enduring legacy that can inspire and uplift others. Why focus on inner strength? Because, unlike many of life's external achievements, our inner resilience is something that endures. It's easy to miss how deeply impactful our strength can be because it often shows up in quiet ways. A word of encouragement, a small act of kindness, or the simple courage to keep moving forward. But these seemingly small acts ripple out, creating waves of inspiration and courage that reach far beyond ourselves. Just like an echo, they travel, affecting others in ways we may never see but can trust will make a difference. In Echoes of Strength, you'll see that strength doesn't mean being unbreakable or immune to challenges. Instead, it means having the courage to face what life brings, to grow through setbacks, and to carry forward, knowing that each step forward amplifies an echo that will live on. This book is an invitation to recognize and cultivate that quiet power within you. To know that every time you face a challenge, stand up after a fall, or support someone in need, you are creating a legacy of strength. This legacy doesn't fade. It lives on in the people you impact, in the values you uphold, and in the lives that are forever changed by your quiet courage. As we move through this journey together, remember, your strength is a gift to yourself and to the world. It may not always be visible, but it echoes with every choice you make, every obstacle you overcome, and every person you inspire. Echoes of Strength is about discovering that gift, embracing it, and letting it resonate far beyond the boundaries of your own life. Chapter 1: The Origins of Strength. Strength is something that grows quietly, shaped by our experiences, choices, and the core beliefs we hold about ourselves and the world. It often emerges in those raw, unfiltered moments when life tests us in unexpected ways. In this chapter, we explore where inner strength truly originates and how adversity molds and refines it, often revealing parts of ourselves we never knew existed. Where does strength begin? Strength isn't something we're simply born with. It is nurtured, honed, and developed through the life we lead. Every experience, whether joyous or challenging, adds another layer to our resilience. It could begin with a difficult childhood experience, a painful failure, or even a moment of quiet realization that forever alters our perspective. Our strength grows each time we choose to rise after a fall, adapt to a new situation, or challenge our own limitations. Often, The strongest people aren't those who boast the loudest or act the toughest. They are the ones who have walked through life's storms with grace, gathering wisdom, empathy, and courage along the way. Strength begins with the decision to keep moving forward, even when every instinct tells us to give up. The forge of adversity. Adversity is a powerful teacher, though its lessons are often harsh. It is through facing difficult circumstances, loss, rejection, failure, that we gain the grit necessary to push forward. Adversity forces us to confront what we're made of, challenging our character and beliefs and teaching us more about who we truly are. As the saying goes, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Just as pressure transforms coal into diamonds, life's pressures, when faced with resilience, refine our character, turning us into something stronger and more enduring. Consider the story of a single parent who struggles daily to make ends meet, sacrificing personal needs for the sake of their children's future. In this relentless determination, they find strength. Or the entrepreneur who failed at multiple ventures before finally achieving success, each setback revealing deeper reservoirs of patience, adaptability, and courage. These stories remind us that adversity is a crucible, and those who endure it emerge with an inner strength that can withstand any storm. Defining moments and discovering resilience. There are often defining moments in life that crystallize our understanding of our own strength. These moments might not be grand or cinematic. Sometimes they're small, moments when you choose to speak up for yourself, to forgive, or to stand by a difficult decision. Each of these decisions, though seemingly small, contributes to the foundation of your resilience. Reflect on the moments in your life that tested you. Maybe it was the first time you moved to a new city alone, the moment you left an unfulfilling job, or when you faced a significant health challenge. In each of these moments, a piece of inner strength was uncovered, perhaps without you even realizing it. These instances of courage, when viewed collectively, reveal a deeper, undeniable resilience. A strength that exists within and is capable of weathering life's many tempests. Exercise. Identifying your defining moments. To help you uncover the origins of your own strength, take a moment to reflect on the moments in your life that were transformative. Try this exercise. 1. List key moments. Write down the moments in your life that stand out as challenges or turning points. They could be difficult or triumphant, large or small. 2. Reflect on your response. For each moment, consider how you responded. Did you push through, let go, adapt, or fight for something? What did this response reveal about you? 3. Identify the lesson learned. Note the lessons you took from these experiences. How did each moment add to your strength? What beliefs or skills did it help develop within you? 4. Embrace the legacy of these moments. Recognize these moments as parts of your story and sources of your strength. Embrace them as valuable pieces of who you are today. Learning from the strength of others. Sometimes, the strength we need can be found by looking to the lives of others. Every person we meet carries a story, and many have endured hardships that have shaped them in ways we might never see. By learning about the strength of others, we gather insights into the vast and varied forms of resilience that exist, each unique and powerful. Think of the people around you, friends, family, mentors. What are their stories of overcoming hardship? Reflecting on these can be an enlightening exercise in understanding the different ways strength manifests. In many cases, we may even find echoes of our own experiences in theirs, reminders that we are not alone in our struggles or in our growth. The strength within us all. At its core, strength is about more than just endurance or resilience. It's about understanding and embracing who we are, facing life's uncertainties with a steady heart, and growing in the process. It's about knowing that each challenge, each failure, each hardship contributes to the person we are becoming. The origins of strength lie not only in the trials we faced, but in the choice to keep moving forward, to grow from every experience, and to embrace the idea that our inner strength is an echo, one that may start quietly but reverberates through every part of our lives. As we explore this journey together, remember that your strength, too, is vast and capable of impacting far more than you might imagine. It is your legacy, your gift to yourself, and to those who cross your path. Chapter 2. Strength in Silence. In a world filled with noise and constant communication, it can be easy to overlook the profound power of silence. Often, we equate strength with loud, visible actions and words that leave an immediate impact. But true strength doesn't always need to shout. It can manifest in the quiet resolve, unspoken resilience, and unwavering calm that reside deep within. This chapter explores the concept of silent strength, the quiet fortitude that can carry us through life's most challenging moments. The quiet resilience of inner strength. Strength in silence is often misunderstood because it doesn't fit into society's traditional view of power. It doesn't clamor for attention or seek validation. Instead, it rests within, providing a deep well of resilience that we can draw upon when life demands it. Those who possess this quiet strength know that real courage isn't about bravado. It's about maintaining inner peace in the face of adversity and showing up with consistency, even when no one else is watching. Quiet strength allows us to listen rather than react, to reflect rather than retaliate, and to move forward with clarity instead of impulsivity. It's the ability to hold on to our principles in challenging times, and to remain true to ourselves without needing to prove it to others. This kind of strength isn't built overnight. It develops slowly, shaped by life's experiences and moments of introspection. Stories of silent strength. Throughout history, there are countless stories of people whose strength shone in silence, individuals who didn't need words or grand gestures to make a lasting impact. Consider the quiet resolve of Rosa Parks, who, with a simple, silent refusal to give up her bus seat, ignited a movement. Or think of Mahatma Gandhi, who led with nonviolence, wielding silence and peace as his most powerful tools. Their silent strength was their voice, their actions speaking volumes without uttering a word. Closer to home, we might see silent strength in the friend who quietly supports others through difficult times, never seeking recognition, or the family member who holds the family together in times of hardship with a steady hand and unwavering patience. These are the people who, in their quiet presence, embody resilience and inspire others by example. The power of inner resolve. Inner resolve is like the stillness of the ocean's depths, untouched by the turbulence on the surface. When we cultivate inner resolve, we create a sanctuary within ourselves, a place we can return to when life feels overwhelming. This resolve comes from knowing who we are, what we value, and where we stand, elements that remain unshaken even in the face of external chaos. Building inner resolve requires patience and self-awareness. It involves developing the ability to pause before reacting, to breathe through difficult emotions, and to find comfort in solitude. With inner resolve, we're able to face life's trials without becoming consumed by them. It's a steady force, the quiet companion that grounds us, especially in moments when words fail. Techniques for cultivating quiet strength. For those looking to cultivate this quiet strength, several techniques can help develop an inner resilience that stands strong without the need for external validation. 1. Mindful reflection. Spend a few minutes each day in silent reflection, tuning into your thoughts and emotions. This practice allows you to connect with your inner self, strengthening your ability to remain grounded in your values. 2. Pause and breathe. In moments of stress or conflict, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and center yourself. This simple practice can help you maintain calm and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. 3. Embrace solitude. Carve out time for yourself, away from distractions and noise. Solitude can be a powerful space for nurturing your inner strength and getting comfortable with silence. It's in these moments that we often gain the clarity and insight we need. 4. Practice active listening. Strength in silence also extends to our interactions with others. Instead of rushing to respond, practice listening fully and without judgment. This builds patience and helps us develop a quieter, more reflective presence. 5. Set boundaries with compassion. Quiet strength includes knowing when to protect your energy. Setting boundaries doesn't have to be harsh. It's an act of self-respect and kindness to yourself and others. reflective prompts for embracing quiet strength. To help you engage with the concept of silent strength, try these reflective prompts. 1. When was the last time you felt truly at peace, and what brought you to that moment? 2. Think of a recent situation where you held back from reacting immediately. What did that teach you about your own capacity for calm? 3. Who in your life embodies quiet strength, and what qualities in them do you admire? 4. What boundaries could you set to protect your inner peace, and how would that support your well-being? 5. Consider a time when you felt tested. How did you rely on your inner strength to navigate it? These reflections help us connect with our own silent strength, recognizing that this power is a choice, one that comes from within and doesn't need external validation. Finding freedom in silence. Strength in silence also teaches us that we don't always need to seek resolution through words. Some of the most powerful transformations and healing moments occur when we choose to sit with our emotions, allowing them to pass without needing to express them outwardly. Silence gives us space to process, to understand, and to grow. It's liberating to realize that we don't have to respond to every situation. There's freedom in silence, a freedom to be present without judgment, to accept life as it is, and to hold space for ourselves in ways that words cannot. This quiet strength allows us to detach from drama and ego-driven responses, enabling us to lead a life of authenticity and calm. The enduring impact of quiet strength. In embracing silent strength, we also recognize its potential to impact those around us. Often, it's the quiet people who inspire others with their unwavering presence and the calm confidence that emanates from within. They are like lighthouses, standing steady in the storm, a source of guidance and reassurance for those who may be struggling. By embodying quiet strength, we become a refuge, a source of stability in a world that often feels chaotic. As we move forward, we begin to understand that our silent strength has its own echo, resonating with those around us, impacting them in ways we may never fully realize. By cultivating quiet strength, we contribute to a world that values resilience, compassion, and integrity, one where true power lies not in words, but in presence. Embrace your own quiet strength. In the coming days, take time to explore your own silent strength. Find comfort in stillness, practice patience in adversity, and trust that your quiet resilience speaks volumes. As you grow, remember that strength is not always loud. Sometimes, the strongest things are whispered in silence, felt but not heard, steady but not seen. Embrace this strength within you, and let it guide you through life's challenges with a calm and quiet resolve. Chapter 3. The Power of Perseverance. In life, few forces are as powerful and transformative as perseverance. It is the ability to stay committed to a path despite the setbacks, doubts, and obstacles that inevitably arise. While motivation might spark initial action, it is perseverance that keeps the flame alive, turning temporary efforts into sustainable strength. This chapter explores how perseverance builds lasting strength, transforming individuals through each challenge they face and overcome. The distinction between motivation and perseverance. Motivation is the initial burst of energy that gets us moving. It's the excitement that comes from envisioning our goals and imagining our success. However, motivation can wane when faced with adversity. Perseverance, by contrast, is the strength to keep going even when the excitement fades and the journey becomes arduous. Unlike motivation, which is often fleeting, perseverance is deeply rooted in purpose. It is a discipline, a commitment to continue in the face of challenges. Consider the story of a woman named Emma, who, despite numerous setbacks, managed to achieve her dream of becoming a nurse. Raised in a struggling community, Emma worked multiple jobs to pay for her education. Each time life threw obstacles her way, financial difficulties, personal loss, or exhaustion, she found ways to push through. It was not bursts of motivation, but a steady resolve that carried her through. Emma's story teaches us that perseverance is about the quiet, steady progress that builds over time, and each step forward, no matter how small, matters. Strategies for cultivating perseverance. 1. Embrace small wins. Perseverance isn't just about tackling the big obstacles. It's also about celebrating small victories. Every achievement, no matter how minor, adds to our strength and fuels the journey forward. By acknowledging and valuing small successes, we build momentum that sustains us during harder times. Start by setting manageable goals that align with your larger vision and take a moment to appreciate each one. 2. Develop a resilient mindset. Resilience and perseverance are closely linked. A resilient mindset sees setbacks as learning opportunities rather than defeats. Developing resilience involves reframing challenges as chances for growth. When we view obstacles through a positive lens, we are more likely to persevere through them. Remember that each setback can strengthen your resolve if you choose to learn from it. 3. Practice patience and consistency. Patience is the quiet force behind perseverance. Consistently working toward a goal, even in the absence of immediate results, requires patience. Many achievements are cumulative, built gradually through repeated efforts over time. Perseverance asks us to commit to the process rather than rush toward the outcome. Trust that your efforts will bear fruit, even if progress seems slow. Stories of perseverance in action. History is filled with examples of individuals who embodied perseverance, inspiring those around them with their unwavering dedication. Take the story of Thomas Edison, whose relentless experiments ultimately led to the invention of the electric light bulb. Edison's journey was marked by thousands of failures, each of which taught him something valuable. When asked about his failures, he famously remarked, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His story is a reminder that perseverance often involves a series of small steps and lessons, all contributing to a larger goal. Another example is Helen Keller, who overcame immense personal challenges to achieve her goals. Deaf and blind from a young age, Keller faced a world of silence and darkness. Yet, with the help of her teacher and Sullivan and an unbreakable spirit, she learned to communicate, graduated from college, and became a celebrated author and activist. Keller's journey demonstrates that perseverance isn't just about pressing forward. It's also about finding creative solutions and support to navigate obstacles. Building daily habits that support perseverance. To cultivate perseverance, it's essential to develop habits that build strength over time. Here are a few practical ways to integrate perseverance into your daily life. 1. Set micro goals. Large goals can feel overwhelming, especially when challenges arise. Break down your larger ambitions into smaller, manageable micro goals. Each time you complete a micro goal, you're building the muscle of perseverance, creating a positive feedback loop that keeps you moving forward. 2. Reflect regularly. Take time each day to reflect on your progress and the challenges you faced. Journaling can be a powerful tool to track growth, recognize patterns, and identify what worked and what didn't. Reflection not only helps in staying committed, but also provides insights into how to improve. 3. Establish a support system. Perseverance doesn't mean going it alone. Sometimes, the strength to continue comes from the people around us, friends, family, mentors. Build a network of individuals who encourage you during tough times. Don't hesitate to lean on others when necessary. Collective strength can help us persevere when our individual reserves are low. Reflections on your own journey of perseverance. As you consider your own experiences with perseverance, ask yourself, what challenges have you overcome in the past, and what did you learn from those moments? How has your ability to persevere grown over time? Recognize that each difficult experience you've faced has contributed to the reservoir of strength within you. Perseverance is like a well that fills up over time, with each challenge adding another drop. To tap into this well, try the following reflective exercises. 1. Identify your why. Write down why your goal or journey matters to you. When the going gets tough, revisit this reason to remind yourself of your purpose. 2. Visualize the outcome. Imagine yourself achieving your goal. How does it feel? What does success look like? Visualizing the end result can reignite your motivation to persevere. 3. Recall a past success. Think about a time when you persevered and succeeded. How did it feel to overcome the challenges you faced? Reflecting on past victories can remind you of your ability to persevere. Embracing the power of perseverance. Perseverance is the quiet hero behind most successes. It doesn't shout or demand attention. It works silently, brick by brick, building a foundation that can weather any storm. Embracing perseverance in your own life means committing to the journey, knowing that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. As you cultivate the power of perseverance, remember that true strength is built not through grand gestures, but through the steady resolve to keep going. In the end, perseverance allows us to transform challenges into triumphs and dreams into reality. Let this chapter be a reminder that every day you choose to persevere, you're building lasting strength within yourself, strength that will echo in all that you accomplish and inspire others who witness your journey. Chapter 4. Building Strength Through Vulnerability. In a society that often equates vulnerability with weakness, discovering strength through openness can feel counterintuitive. However, vulnerability is not about exposing oneself to harm. Rather, it is about embracing our authentic selves, our imperfections, fears, and dreams, in order to connect more deeply with others and foster inner resilience. This chapter delves into how vulnerability can be a powerful, transformative force, cultivating strength that is both authentic and enduring. Redefining vulnerability as strength. Vulnerability means allowing ourselves to be seen as we are, without the masks we so often wear. It is the courage to reveal our true selves, to show up in life as authentically as possible, even when there is no guarantee of acceptance or understanding. This type of openness requires bravery, being willing to admit that we don't have all the answers, that we're imperfect, and that we sometimes feel uncertain, unlocks a strength rooted not in superficial confidence, but in genuine self-acceptance. Many influential figures, such as Maya Angelou, Nelson Mandela, and Brené Brown, have openly spoken about vulnerability, illustrating that real courage lies in our ability to open up and be real. In doing so, they have become symbols of resilience and strength, reminding us that vulnerability can be a powerful pathway to authentic connection and growth. By leaning into vulnerability, we learn to embrace and overcome our insecurities rather than run from them, allowing us to grow and develop inner resilience. The paradox of strength and openness. There is a paradoxical quality to vulnerability. It appears to be a weak spot, but when embraced, it becomes a tremendous source of power. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we're taking down walls, the very walls we often think are keeping us safe. But these walls don't just block out pain. They also block out love, connection, and growth. By lowering our defenses, we not only become more accessible to others, but we also discover our own inner reserves of strength. Take the example of a single parent who, in a moment of vulnerability, shares their struggles with a close friend or support group. Admitting their challenges doesn't make them weak. Rather, it invites understanding, empathy, and often help. Through this openness, they build a support network that strengthens them in ways they couldn't have achieved alone. Vulnerability fosters interconnectedness, creating relationships that fortify us, especially in our times of need. Embracing vulnerability for personal growth. Opening up to our own vulnerability also allows us to better understand and accept our limitations, fears, and emotions. This self-awareness forms the bedrock of personal growth. When we are honest with ourselves, we start to recognize areas where we need to improve or aspects of ourselves we have neglected. This acknowledgement can be uncomfortable, but it is in these moments that true growth occurs. Vulnerability can be the stepping stone toward greater emotional resilience and mental fortitude. To illustrate, consider someone who is afraid of public speaking. They might view this fear as a flaw and try to hide it, avoiding situations where they might need to speak. But when they embrace their fear and seek support, perhaps joining a speaking class or seeking a mentor, they begin to turn that vulnerability into strength. Each time they step up to speak, they chip away at the fear, building resilience and confidence with every effort. Real-life stories of strength through vulnerability. The stories of others who have found strength through vulnerability can be immensely inspiring. One such story is that of J.K. Rowling, who, before becoming a world-renowned author, faced numerous rejections, financial hardship, and even bouts of self-doubt. In a now-famous speech at Harvard, she spoke openly about her failures and struggles. Instead of letting these challenges crush her spirit, she embraced her vulnerability, allowing her hardships to fuel her determination. This openness helped her connect deeply with her audience, proving that vulnerability, when embraced, can lead to profound strength and success. Another powerful example comes from Terry Fox, the Canadian athlete who, after losing a leg to cancer, embarked on a cross-country marathon to raise awareness and funds for cancer research. Fox's openness about his vulnerability, his physical challenges, pain, and hope helped him connect with millions. His journey became a symbol of resilience, inspiring others to face their own battles with courage and openness. Building authentic relationships through vulnerability. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with others, we invite them to do the same. This openness creates a safe space for genuine connection and builds relationships founded on trust and empathy. Authentic relationships are one of the greatest sources of strength in life. They are the places we turn to for support, encouragement, and perspective. In families, workplaces, and friendships, vulnerability is the gateway to deep, meaningful bonds. Sharing our stories, struggles, and dreams with others helps to humanize us and dissolves the barriers of perfection that often keep us apart. Vulnerability, far from creating distance, invites closeness and trust. It is in these genuine connections that we find emotional support and strength to face life's challenges. Tips for embracing vulnerability. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. The first step to embracing vulnerability is to be honest with yourself. Accept your emotions, whether they're fear, sadness, or uncertainty. Suppressing these feelings only builds walls. Acknowledging them allows you to understand and navigate them. 2. Take small steps. Vulnerability doesn't mean oversharing or making drastic changes all at once. Start by sharing a little more than you're comfortable with, perhaps with a close friend or in a journal. Gradually expand your comfort zone. 3. Let go of perfection. Realize that perfection is an illusion, and striving for it only leads to unnecessary stress. Embracing vulnerability means accepting that it's okay to be imperfect. This acceptance is a powerful source of strength. 4. Seek support. If being vulnerable feels challenging, seek out supportive spaces, counseling, support groups, or even a trusted friend, where you can practice openness without fear of judgment. 5. Celebrate your growth. Embracing vulnerability is an act of bravery. Take time to recognize and celebrate the strength it takes to be open, honest, and authentic. These moments of vulnerability contribute to your personal growth and resilience. Exercises for empowering vulnerability. 1. Write a fear journal. Reflect on situations where you felt vulnerable. What were you afraid of? How did you react? Writing about these experiences can help you understand and embrace your vulnerabilities. 2. Challenge yourself to share. Make a list of a few personal thoughts or experiences that you have difficulty sharing. Challenge yourself to share one of these with someone you trust and reflect on how it feels. 3. Identify your strengths and vulnerability. Think about a time when being vulnerable helped you grow. What strengths did you gain? How did this experience shape your resilience? The empowerment of authenticity. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to the strength required to be honest with oneself and others. When we embrace our true selves, we inspire those around us to do the same. We become examples of courage, resilience, and authenticity. By living openly and authentically, we remind others that they, too, have the strength to face their truths. The journey of vulnerability is deeply empowering. It is through our open hearts and authentic connections that we experience the fullest spectrum of human strength, one rooted not in invincibility, but in the courage to show up as our true selves time and time again. Chapter 5. Unseen Strengths and Hidden Reserves. In life, we often surprise ourselves. Many of us don't realize the depth of our strength until we're faced with a situation that demands more than we thought possible. Chapter 5, Unseen Strengths and Hidden Reserves, delves into the extraordinary resilience we each possess but may not immediately recognize. These are the strengths that emerge when life tests us in unforeseen ways, pushing us to rise to occasions we never imagined. It's about finding power within that had previously lain dormant, waiting for the moment it was truly needed. 1. Discovering the depths of inner resilience. There are layers to our resilience, and often the truest test comes when we least expect it. Think about those moments when you were pushed to your limits, facing a hardship that seemed insurmountable. Perhaps it was a health crisis, a significant loss, or a challenge that threw your world off balance. Such events reveal an inner reservoir of strength we rarely tap into until absolutely necessary. It's in these times that we come to understand that we are capable of much more than we thought. These unseen strengths are not defined by outward bravado. They are quietly powerful and resilient. They are the determination to get up each day, the courage to face the unknown, and the perseverance to keep going despite the odds. Many people carry on with grace, finding their way forward through small steps that eventually become monumental strides. For each of us, there are hidden strengths waiting to be discovered. It's about trusting that, even if we don't know exactly what lies within, we are strong enough to face whatever comes. 2 stories of unseen strength in action. There's a certain beauty in seeing quiet, unexpected strength come to life. Take the story of James, a middle-aged man who faced sudden job loss. After 2 decades in a career he loved, he found himself without work and feeling lost. Initially, he was overwhelmed, questioning his value and purpose. But over time, James began to explore new paths, finding strength in the unknown. He decided to go back to school to study a field he had always been passionate about, showing resilience not through immediate success, but by embracing reinvention. Then there's Clara, a young mother who was unexpectedly diagnosed with a serious illness. Her battle was intense, involving treatments that left her exhausted. Yet, Clara discovered reserves of strength through her determination to be there for her children, to be present and hopeful despite her circumstances. Her quiet endurance inspired those around her, showing that resilience doesn't always look like conquering. It can also look like enduring with grace and courage. 3. Tapping into your own hidden strengths. Hidden strength often requires digging deeper, looking past self-imposed limitations, and learning to trust ourselves. In times of crisis or challenge, our initial reaction may be fear or self-doubt. But when we let go of those doubts and lean into our full potential, surprising capabilities often emerge. There are practical ways to tap into these hidden reserves. 1. Self-reflection. Take time to recall moments when you surprised yourself with strength. Reflect on how you felt, what you did, and how those experiences shaped you. 2. Daily challenges. Start small by setting yourself achievable challenges. Each time you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, you strengthen your resilience. It doesn't have to be monumental. Small steps are valuable. 3. Mindfulness practice. Cultivate an awareness of your reactions to adversity. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe, center yourself, and reconnect with the belief that you can handle whatever comes. This quiet confidence builds over time. Embracing the unexpected gifts of resilience. Hidden strength often appears not only in times of personal crisis, but also in service to others. Sometimes, we find unexpected resilience when we need to support a friend or loved one. This strength, which may not be about overcoming personal hardship, is equally transformative. When we step into roles of support or leadership, we often tap into qualities we didn't know we had, deepening our understanding of our own capabilities. Moreover, unseen strengths have a ripple effect. When others witness your strength, whether it's through a story of survival, a difficult decision, or even just the daily courage to keep going, they are often inspired to dig deeper into their own reservoirs. This silent but potent influence is one of the most profound gifts of unseen strength. 5. Reflective prompts to uncover your hidden strengths. To tap into your hidden strengths, start by asking yourself these questions. When was the last time I faced a situation that seemed impossible, but I managed to persevere? What are some qualities I admire in others that I may also possess, but have yet to fully recognize? How do I respond to adversity, and in what ways can I build upon this response to strengthen my resilience? What challenges have I avoided because I doubted my ability to handle them? What steps could I take to face similar situations with confidence? Who in my life has demonstrated hidden strength, and how did it impact me? How can I reflect that same strength in my own life? 6. Cultivating gratitude for your hidden strengths. Recognizing and embracing your hidden strengths also involves gratitude. Often, we're so focused on overcoming the next hurdle that we forget to appreciate the resilience that has brought us this far. Take a moment to honor the quiet strength within you, the part that has allowed you to face adversity, adapt to change, and continue moving forward. This gratitude will reinforce the value of these hidden strengths, making them more accessible when needed. One way to cultivate gratitude is to keep a journal dedicated to moments of strength. Each time you accomplish something difficult, write it down. Reflect on how you felt and what you learned from the experience. Over time, you'll build a narrative of resilience that you can revisit when facing future challenges. In Chapter 5, we explored the rich, often overlooked potential within each of us. This hidden strength isn't loud or flashy. It's the quiet confidence, the grit, and the grace that appear when we need them most. By recognizing and cultivating these unseen strengths, we not only fortify ourselves but also inspire those around us. Unseen strengths and hidden reserves reminds us that we carry within ourselves untapped resources that we can lean on, draw from, and even pass on as inspiration to others. As you continue on this journey of self-discovery, remember that some of your greatest strengths may not yet have been revealed. They are waiting, like buried treasure, to be uncovered when the time is right. Chapter 6. Strength and Connection. Connection is one of the most powerful sources of strength we can draw upon. The idea that we are meant to go through life alone is not only a myth but a misconception. True strength isn't found in isolation. It thrives in the bonds we form with others. These relationships, whether with friends, family, mentors, or even communities, become the scaffolding that supports us during life's most trying moments. The power of borrowed strength. The term borrowed strength may seem contradictory at first. After all, isn't strength something that comes from within? While inner strength is crucial, there are times when we need to lean on the people around us to help carry us through. This is where the concept of borrowed strength comes into play. It's the idea that, during our weakest moments, we can rely on the people who love and believe in us. Imagine a time in your life when you felt overwhelmed, unsure of how you would make it through. Maybe it was a loss, a failure, or an unexpected challenge. But there was someone there, perhaps a friend, a family member, or even a colleague, who stepped in to offer a word of encouragement, a helping hand, or simply their presence. That support, no matter how small, was often the very thing that kept us moving forward. It wasn't just their empathy, it was their strength too. As humans, we were never meant to navigate life alone. In fact, some of the most resilient people in the world attribute their ability to persevere to the strength they receive from others. One powerful example is the story of Nelson Mandela. During his 27 years of imprisonment, he drew strength not only from his own inner resolve, but from his unwavering belief in the support of his fellow comrades and the global movement behind him. His story demonstrates the incredible potential of shared strength, the echo of one person's resilience rippling out and empowering others in ways we might never fully understand. Strengthening our relationships. Just as we lean on others for strength, we must also nurture the relationships that allow us to borrow from the strength of others. The key is cultivating relationships that not only offer us support but also empower others to find and use their own strength. When we create a circle of trust, compassion, and mutual respect, we set the stage for an environment where everyone can thrive. But how do we create these kinds of relationships? It starts with being vulnerable, authentic, and intentional. The relationships that sustain us are not those built on superficial exchanges, but those forged through shared experiences, open hearts, and a commitment to one another's growth. Investing in supportive connections. Here are a few strategies to build and maintain strong, supportive relationships. 1. Prioritize active listening. In a world filled with distractions, giving someone your full attention is one of the most powerful ways to show you care. When you listen actively, you validate their feelings, offer comfort, and build a stronger emotional connection. 2. Be consistent in your presence. People need more than words, they need action. Being present for others, not just in good times, but in the challenging ones, is how you become a pillar of support in their lives. 3. Foster mutual vulnerability. True connection is founded on vulnerability. It's through sharing our fears, struggles, and hopes that we open the door for others to do the same. This creates an environment where both parties can lean on each other for strength. 4. Encourage growth and autonomy. A relationship that only thrives through dependence is unsustainable. Empower those around you to find and develop their own inner strength. Encourage them to pursue their passions, learn from their mistakes, and grow independently while knowing you'll always be there for them. 5. Celebrate wins, big and small. Strength doesn't always come from struggle. It can also come from celebrating the small victories. Recognizing and celebrating the progress of others helps them build confidence in their abilities, reinforcing the cycle of support. The role of mentorship in strengthening connections. Mentorship is one of the most profound ways strength is passed between generations. When we mentor others, whether formally or informally, we share our wisdom, experiences, and strategies for overcoming adversity. This passing of knowledge and strength creates an enduring bond between mentor and mentee, one that can extend far beyond the relationship itself. Consider how many successful individuals have attributed their success to a mentor. Oprah Winfrey credits her mentor, Maya Angelou, for giving her the guidance and emotional strength she needed to achieve greatness. Through mentorship, Angelou not only shared her wisdom, but also gave Oprah the emotional resilience to face life's challenges with grace and determination. As we look for ways to strengthen the connections around us, let's not forget the powerful role of mentorship. Whether we are offering guidance to someone else or seeking it for ourselves, this dynamic relationship can elevate both parties, creating a foundation of mutual respect and strength. The foundation of support, a community of strength. Sometimes, the relationships we need aren't one-on-one connections, but a collective support system, a community of people who share common goals and values. In these communities, strength is magnified. A single individual may find themselves faltering, but the collective force of a group can propel them forward. A community provides a place where we can draw strength from others, contribute our own strength, and find encouragement when we need it most. It can be a religious congregation, a professional network, a group of friends, or even an online community. The key is that it is a place where people share a common vision of support and growth. In these communities, we learn that our individual strengths contribute to the whole. It is through collaboration, shared knowledge, and collective action that we become more resilient and capable. Reflecting on your connections. Now, it's time to reflect on your own relationships. Who in your life provides you with strength? And, equally important, how can you offer your strength to others? Consider the following prompts. Who are the people who have supported you most during tough times? How can you express your gratitude to them? Are there any relationships in your life that need nurturing? What steps can you take to strengthen those connections? How can you offer your strength to someone else who may be struggling? Is there a person you can mentor, or someone from whom you can seek mentorship? The mutual gift of connection. Ultimately, strength and connection is a reciprocal process. By building strong, supportive relationships, we create a network of resilience that not only helps us during difficult times, but also empowers us to thrive. The echoes of strength in our connections reverberate outward, inspiring others to build their own networks of support. As we connect with others and share our strength, we create an ever-growing cycle of empowerment and growth that can impact generations to come. Chapter 7. The Ripple Effect. Inspiring others. Strength is not a solitary trait. It is not something that exists solely for the individual to bear. True strength resonates outwards, echoing across lives, touching others in ways we may never fully understand. The idea of the ripple effect is simple. Just as a stone dropped into water sends waves across its surface, so too does a moment of personal strength create waves that influence and inspire those around us. Personal strength has the unique ability to elevate others. It spreads, often in silent ways, and plants seeds of resilience, determination, and hope in others. It's important to recognize that your strength, whether you realize it or not, is likely influencing people around you in ways that extend far beyond your own immediate sphere. The quiet power of example. Sometimes, the most powerful impact we can have on others doesn't come from motivational speeches or grand gestures, but from the way we live our lives. The way we handle adversity, the way we face challenges, and how we carry ourselves through difficult times can speak louder than words ever could. Think about the people in your life who have impacted you deeply. They may not have been the ones shouting the loudest, but their strength, quietly evident in their actions and choices, made an impression on you. They inspired you simply by showing up, standing firm, and living authentically. This is the ripple effect of strength. Consider someone you admire, a mentor, a friend, or even a historical figure. What traits or actions of theirs sparked your own desire to grow stronger? You may never fully understand the depth of their influence on you, but the truth is that your strength has likely served as a model for others in a similar way. Living with integrity. When we speak of strength, it's crucial to also recognize the integral role of integrity. Personal strength is not just about enduring hardship or pushing through challenges. It's about doing so with authenticity, kindness, and honesty. It's about choosing to do the right thing, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. Living with integrity is one of the most powerful ways we can inspire others. The person who maintains their values and their commitment to others, even when they are alone or under pressure, is someone who sparks courage in others. You may not hear it, but there will be people who look up to you, who silently admire your resilience and choose to emulate it in their own lives. Integrity in the face of adversity, whether in your personal life or professional sphere, speaks volumes. It demonstrates that true strength doesn't need to be loud or forceful. It can be quiet and steadfast. When you maintain your values, you show others that it's possible to stay true to who you are, no matter what life throws your way. Recognizing the ripple in action. Sometimes, it takes an outside perspective to realize the full scope of your influence. The positive impact you have on others may not always be immediately visible. You may not always receive acknowledgement for the small things you do that help others keep moving forward, but that doesn't mean those ripples aren't there. Have you ever had a moment when you said something simple or did something small, and later discovered it had a far greater effect than you imagined? Perhaps you gave someone a compliment when they were feeling down, or you helped someone with a small task, only to find out it made their entire day. That's the ripple effect in motion. On a grander scale, think of public figures, community leaders, or even family members who have inspired entire generations with their strength and courage. Often, their impact is not immediately recognized. It's only later that we realize the full extent of how they've changed the course of events or influenced others' paths. Your actions, no matter how small, can inspire someone to take action, to keep going, or to pursue something they might not have thought possible before. Practical ways to encourage strength in others. It's one thing to recognize that you can influence others, but how can you consciously use your strength to inspire and empower those around you? Here are some ways you can help encourage strength in others. 1. Lead by example. Let your actions reflect the qualities you want to inspire in others. Whether it's perseverance, honesty, or kindness, your behavior will be noticed more than you realize. 2. Offer support. Sometimes, the most empowering thing you can do is simply offer your support to someone who's struggling. A word of encouragement, a small act of kindness, or just being present can give someone the strength they need to keep going. 3. Share your stories. People learn from others' experiences. Share your own stories of overcoming challenges, finding strength in adversity, or growing through difficult times. You don't have to have all the answers, but your willingness to be open can encourage others to keep moving forward. 4. Recognize strength in others. Don't underestimate the power of recognition. When you acknowledge someone else's strength, you not only lift them up but also remind them of their own power. Simple praise for their resilience can inspire them to continue showing that strength in the future. 5. Encourage vulnerability. Just as strength often comes from vulnerability, encouraging others to be authentic and honest about their struggles can help them feel empowered. Let them know it's okay to ask for help and to lean on others when necessary. Showing strength doesn't always mean doing it alone. 6. Stay present. Sometimes, the best way to inspire others is by simply being there. Your presence can offer comfort, encouragement, and validation. In times of difficulty, showing up for someone can be the strongest form of support. The ripple continues. The ripple effect of strength doesn't stop at those we know directly. When we empower others, we set off a chain reaction. Just as your actions can inspire those around you, those individuals will go on to inspire others in turn. This is how strength multiplies, by creating a web of influence that spreads far beyond our immediate awareness. Every time you choose to act with strength, integrity, and kindness, you contribute to a larger, more resilient community. The strength you cultivate and share has the potential to inspire people across generations, creating a ripple that extends far beyond your own life. So, remember, your strength isn't just for you. It's for everyone around you. Every day, in countless small ways, your resilience has the power to inspire someone to push forward, to keep fighting, and to discover their own strength. That is the true power of the ripple effect. The way your personal strength can empower others to rise, just as you have. Chapter 8. Maintaining strength through change. Change is inevitable. Whether we face it in the form of a career shift, a relationship ending, or the natural passage of time, life is a constant ebb and flow of transformations. The reality is that change can test our strength, sometimes pushing us to our limits. But it is through change that our resilience is truly tested and refined. Just as a tree's roots grow deeper in the face of a storm, our inner strength has the capacity to deepen and expand through life's transitions. In this chapter, we will explore how change doesn't just challenge us. It shapes us, strengthens us, and teaches us how to embrace the unknown with courage. In the face of unexpected shifts, we have the opportunity to emerge more resilient, more grounded, and more confident in our ability to handle whatever life throws our way. The transformative power of change. When life changes in ways we didn't anticipate, it can feel like our world is spinning out of control. Yet, even in the most chaotic and challenging times, change has the potential to become a powerful force for good. Change forces us to re-examine our beliefs, our priorities, and our identities. It strips away the things that no longer serve us and compels us to evolve. Think of the butterfly. It must break free from its cocoon to reveal its wings. That moment of struggle, where the butterfly fights its way out of its previous form, is not only necessary but essential for its growth. In the same way, we often find that our greatest personal growth occurs when we face the hardest transitions. Each change, whether we invite it or not, provides an opportunity for a fresh perspective, a renewed sense of purpose, and an expanded capacity for strength. Strategies for navigating change with resilience. 1. Embrace the uncertainty. Change brings uncertainty, and that uncertainty often sparks fear. The unknown is uncomfortable, but it is also the birthplace of growth. Instead of resisting the unknown, try to embrace it as a part of the process. Acknowledge that while you may not know what the future holds, you possess the inner resources to handle whatever comes your way. Exercise. When you feel uncertain about a change, take a moment to pause. Reflect on past moments where you overcame challenges and emerged stronger. Remind yourself that your resilience has been tested before, and you have come through it, stronger, wiser, and more capable. 2. Cultivate adaptability. Resilience is not just about surviving change, it's about adapting to it. When we resist change, we create friction within ourselves, which can drain our energy and diminish our strength. Instead of resisting, focus on becoming adaptable. Whether it's learning a new skill, rethinking your approach to relationships, or adjusting your daily routine, adaptability is key to thriving through transitions. Story. Consider the story of a successful entrepreneur who faced an unexpected economic downturn. Rather than allowing fear to paralyze them, they adapted by pivoting their business model to meet new demands. Through their flexibility, they not only weathered the storm but came out the other side stronger and more innovative than before. 3. Focus on what you can. Control in times of change. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by everything that feels out of your control. However, focusing on the aspects of life that you can control will empower you and help you maintain your sense of stability. Whether it's your response to challenges, your daily habits, or how you manage your emotions, control what you can and let go of what you can't. Exercise. Identify 3 areas of your life where you can exert control during a time of change. This could be as simple as setting a daily routine, choosing to focus on positive thinking, or making time for self-care. Taking ownership over what you can control will help you feel more grounded and in charge. 4. Seek support. Change is often easier to navigate when we have support from others. Whether through friends, family, or mentors, the strength of your support system can make all the difference in how you manage transitions. Remember, you don't have to face life's challenges alone. Borrow strength from those who have your back and offer the same in return. True strength is found in connection, not isolation. Story. A woman who faced a sudden and unexpected job loss reached out to her network of friends and former colleagues for guidance. Through conversations, she gained insights into new career paths she hadn't considered. It was the support of her community that helped her turn a moment of fear into an opportunity for reinvention. 5. Find meaning in the change. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate strength through change is by finding meaning in the experience. Often, life's toughest transitions carry the seeds of personal transformation. What lessons can you learn from the change you are facing? What opportunities for growth can you seize? When we reframe our perspective and see change as a tool for growth, we unlock new possibilities. Exercise. Reflect on a recent or current change in your life. What lessons can you draw from this experience? How can this change help you grow as a person? By focusing on the potential benefits, you'll be better equipped to navigate the transition with grace and strength. Real-life examples of strength through change. Consider the example of someone going through a divorce. The pain and upheaval are undeniable, but through this process, many individuals find a new sense of purpose and self-worth. One person may rediscover their passions, another might form a deep connection with friends who become pillars of support, while someone else might turn to a new career path they would never have considered before. Change forces them to confront their deepest fears and vulnerabilities, but in doing so, they emerge with a newfound strength and clarity. Or think about the story of a man who, after losing his job in his 40s, found himself questioning his purpose. Instead of succumbing to despair, he used this period of transition as an opportunity to pursue a long-held dream of opening his own business. The process was not easy, but it was through this change that he discovered his true potential and strength. Embracing change as a stepping stone. As we face change, it's essential to remember that it is not something to be feared or avoided, but embraced as an opportunity for growth. Change is not a roadblock, it is a stepping stone. It is the way in which we evolve, adapt, and become more resilient. The very act of embracing change transforms us from mere survivors to empowered individuals who have the ability to shape their future. In the end, the strength we build through change is the foundation upon which we can build our future. When we learn to navigate life's transitions with resilience, we not only survive, we thrive. A call to embrace change with strength. Change is the ultimate test of our resilience. It challenges us to adapt, to grow, and to become more than we were before. By embracing change with a mindset of strength, we unlock new possibilities and discover depths of resilience we never knew existed. As you move through your own transitions, remember that change is not the enemy. It is a teacher, a guide, and a powerful tool that can shape you into a more resilient, confident, and empowered version of yourself. Chapter 9. Echoes Across Generations. Legacy is not just a product of what we leave behind. It is a continuous, living ripple that grows wider and stronger with each generation. The echoes of strength we create today will resonate in ways we may never fully see, but they are shaping the future in ways we can only imagine. This chapter explores the profound impact of resilience that transcends time, how our personal strength can inspire those who come after us, and the enduring legacy of those who have faced adversity with grace and determination. The power of a legacy built on strength. Have you ever considered that the strength you cultivate in your life today might echo through the generations to come? Our actions, attitudes, and responses to life's challenges don't just belong to us. They belong to our children, our communities, and even our great-grandchildren. We may not always see the full extent of our impact, but each choice we make has the potential to become a cornerstone for the future. Look at those who came before you, your parents, your grandparents, and even your ancestors. Their strength, their resilience, and their determination created a foundation that has shaped your life. Now, consider how your actions today can lay the groundwork for future generations. This is the power of legacy. It is not simply what we leave behind, but what we build that continues to live and grow, rippling outward, extending through time. When we live with integrity, with resilience, and with a deep sense of purpose, we create a pattern that others can follow. Each time we overcome an obstacle, we not only grow stronger, but we also teach others how to do the same. Just as we have been influenced by those before us, so too will we influence those who come after. Stories of enduring strength across generations. Consider the stories of those whose strength has transcended generations. Take, for example, the story of Nelson Mandela. Mandela's unwavering resolve in the face of imprisonment, injustice, and adversity did not end with his life. It carried on through the hearts and actions of millions who were inspired by his example. His legacy is felt today in the ongoing fight for freedom and equality around the world. His story proves that one person's strength can resonate across the world, influencing generations to come. Similarly, in communities and families across the globe, individuals have left a lasting mark. Think of the mothers who, with each generation, pass on lessons of strength and perseverance, often without realizing the depth of the influence they carry. Their ability to rise above their circumstances, to protect and nurture, and to remain steadfast in the face of hardship, inspires children who go on to shape the world. The power of small actions in creating a lasting impact. The idea of legacy can feel overwhelming at times, as though it requires grand gestures or monumental achievements to make a lasting mark. However, the truth is that legacies are often built in the small moments, the everyday choices that define us. Each act of kindness, each step taken in resilience, each moment spent overcoming difficulty without giving up contributes to the fabric of our personal legacy. Consider a teacher who patiently guides students, a mentor who offers wisdom without expectation, or a friend who stays by your side during your most difficult times. Their strength, their willingness to invest in others, creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond their immediate sphere of influence. Every small action is an echo that reverberates far into the future. Reflecting on your own legacy. As you continue on your journey of personal growth and resilience, it's important to reflect on the legacy you want to leave. What kind of strength do you want to pass on to future generations? What qualities of your own life will live on in the lives of those you touch? Think not only of your own personal achievements, but of the influence you will have through your example, your values, and your actions. Reflect on these questions. What values do I want to instill in others, especially those closest to me? How can I cultivate strength in the people around me? What actions can I take today to ensure my legacy is one of resilience, kindness, and integrity? In what ways can I inspire future generations, whether through direct influence or the example I set? The answers to these questions can guide you in living a life that leaves a lasting imprint, a legacy that will echo through the generations. Embracing the ripple effect. One of the most beautiful aspects of legacy is that it is not confined to bloodlines or immediate connections. The ripple effect of your strength can influence the lives of strangers, communities, and even the world. Each act of personal strength creates a wider impact than we realize. The people you encounter in your lifetime, from family members to colleagues, friends, and even strangers, will carry a piece of your strength with them. As you continue to live with resilience and determination, remember that you are not just building your own future, you are shaping the future of countless others. Your strength will echo across generations, inspiring those who come after you to rise, to endure, and to embrace their own resilience. Closing reflection: leaving a legacy of strength. The true beauty of strength is that it doesn't fade away. It doesn't diminish over time. Instead, it grows. It multiplies. It echoes through the lives of others. As you reflect on your own journey, think of the legacy you are leaving behind. Are you building one that will inspire future generations to embrace their inner strength and rise above challenges? In the end, our strength is not just about surviving. It's about thriving and inspiring others to do the same. It's about creating a world where resilience is the foundation of success, and where each generation can build upon the echoes of those who came before them. Now, as you look forward to the future, remember, the echoes of your strength will carry on, far beyond what you can see, resonating through the lives of those you love and those you may never even meet. Reflection prompt: take a moment to reflect on the legacy you are creating. What small or big actions can you take today to ensure that your strength continues to inspire and empower others for generations to come? Write down your thoughts on the kind of legacy you want to leave and how you can begin building it today. Conclusion: embracing your echoes of strength. As we come to the end of this journey through the echoes of strength, remember that the story we've explored is not just about others. It's about you. It's about the strength that lies within you, quietly shaping your life, influencing those around you, and leaving an indelible mark on the future. Throughout this book, we've uncovered the many dimensions of strength: its origins, its quiet power, the perseverance required to maintain it, and the ways in which it connects us to one another. But the most important takeaway is this: you are the echo of strength. Your strength is not just for you. It is a gift to the world. Each moment you rise above challenges, each time you choose resilience over defeat, you are sending ripples that will spread far beyond your own life. Sometimes, these ripples may seem small, unnoticed, or even insignificant. But, like the quiet stone dropped into a vast ocean, those ripples expand and intertwine, touching lives in ways you may never fully understand. Your actions today can inspire and uplift generations to come. Think about the people who have shaped you, who have shown you the power of resilience, kindness, and perseverance. Think about how their strength echoed through your life, perhaps without them even knowing the full extent of their impact. Now, consider that you have the same power, the ability to create lasting change, to inspire others simply by living your truth, and to build a legacy of strength that will carry forward through every person you encounter. This isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving, even in the face of adversity. It's about choosing strength over fear, perseverance over despair, and hope over hopelessness. It's about recognizing that within every struggle, there is the potential for growth and transformation. And this transformation is what echoes into the future. The legacy of strength you leave behind will be the foundation upon which others stand. As you move forward from this moment, carry with you the understanding that your life matters, not just in the present, but in the future. Your choices today shape the world tomorrow. When you embrace your inner strength, you are creating an unbroken chain of resilience, each link passed on to others. You are building something far greater than yourself, an enduring legacy of courage, determination, and influence. Ask yourself, what kind of legacy do I want to leave? What will I stand for, even in the face of hardship? The beauty of life's challenges is that they are opportunities to grow stronger, to inspire, and to leave an imprint on the world that will continue to resonate long after you're gone. In the end, it's not about perfection. It's about progress, the continuous journey of becoming stronger, more resilient, and more connected to the people around you. As you continue your path, embrace your strengths and the echoes they create. Know that each step you take is building a foundation that will carry forward, ripple by ripple, into the lives of those who follow. You have the power to inspire. You have the power to create change. You have the power to leave a legacy of strength. The echoes of your strength are already rippling out into the world. Embrace them. Final call to action. As you close this book, take a moment to reflect on the strength you hold within. Think about the legacy you want to create, the people you want to inspire, and the impact you want to make. Then, take the next step in your journey. Begin today by embracing the echoes of your strength and allowing them to shape not only your future but the future of everyone you touch. You are not just a survivor. You are a builder of legacies. You are a source of power, resilience, and inspiration. Embrace your echoes of strength and let them reverberate across time. Thank you for joining us on this journey through echoes of strength here at Mini Audiobooks. We hope this story has inspired you to embrace your own inner power. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Remember, 94% of viewers are not subscribed, so your support really helps. Let's spread the strength together. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next audiobook.